Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen, depending on what part of the world you're watching us from. We have a packed program for you this evening, and we will start the evening's events with prayers. Board member, Mr. Tunde Freeman, will say the opening Christian prayers.
Let us pray. Dear Heavenly Father, God Almighty, Creator, Alpha and Omega, everlasting God whose way is perfect, our provider who does not grow weary in well-doing, who neither slumbers nor sleep, to you we come boldly with our thanks and praise. Father, the House of Care in Sierra Leone is grateful for many blessings bestowed on the organization, its leadership, the board members, staff, our boys, our patrons, well-wishers, and friends. Lord, in your greatness and bountiful provision, we celebrate, in addition to the multiple other blessings, the provision of a newly constructed home where the staff and residents find much comfort. Oh, Father Lord, you have told us in your word, whoever is generous to the poor and needy lends to you, and I believe you will repay donors for their generosity and good deeds. Father, you go further to say, because there will never cease to be poor people in the land, we must open our hands to our brothers and sisters, to the needy and to the poor. Father, this organization, House of Care in Sierra Leone, is obediently pursuing this mission of caring for its residents with the firm belief you have not left us alone, but you are indeed with us to ensure we commit ourselves to our organization's objective. So Lord, as I pray, I remind all listening and following this prayer within the range of this prayer, our patrons, donors, and friends, that you have said whoever gives to the poor will never want or be in need. You also say, if anyone has the means and resources, and that person sees a brother or sister in need and helps, your love is present in such a person's heart. Bless our givers, so your pure love will shine. Bless this event, our patrons, well-wishers and friends, staff and the residents, board members and future donors who will come our way, dear Lord. Thanks to the triune God, the Father, the Son, and the ever-blessed Spirit. In your name I pray with thanksgiving. Amen.
Thank you for that. Our Muslim prayers will be led by Alhaji Abu King, also a board member of House of Caring, Sierra Leone.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يخشى من دوم إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بمن شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يأخذ حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنا كنت من الظالمين حسبنا الله ونعم الوكيل ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهب لنا من أمرنا رشدا سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. Ya Allah, there is no deity save him, thee alive, thee external, neither slumber nor sleep overtaking him. Unto him belongeth whatsoever is in the heavens and whatsoever is in the earth. Who is he that intercedeth? He intercedeth with him, save by his leave. He knoweth that which is in front of them and what is behind them, while they encompass nothing of his knowledge, save what he will. His throne includeth the heaven and the earth. He is never weary of preserving them. He is the sublime and the tremendous. Oh God, bless the donors, the executive, the board of directors, and protect them on their job and their businesses. Give them full reward, as you mentioned in the Holy Quran, for those helping and work for orphans. Ya Allah. Glorified be the Lord of majesty, from that which the attributes. Peace be unto those sent to one, and praise be to Allah, the Lord of the world. Amen.
Thank you for those prayers. Now we will listen to the welcome address from the chairman of the House of Caring, Sierra Leone, Mr. Samuel Ataya Roberts.
Good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. My name is Samuel Ataya Roberts, and I'm the chairman of House of Caring Sierra Leone. I want to welcome you all to our second virtual fundraising event to inform you of our activities over the last year and to solicit your support in raising funds for the home. Since COVID hit the world in 2020, we all have come to live within the virtual world of Zoom meetings and events. We look forward to the time when we can meet again in person. However, from our first virtual fundraiser event last year, we demonstrated that we were able to raise more money than any other previous physical fundraising event. So I will not complain about the wider audience we have been able to get to support these boys at the home, resulting in increasing our returns from these fundraisers. We thank you for all your continued support to the House of Caring Sierra Leone. This year has been an extremely exciting one for us at the House of Caring Sierra Leone, as the new building donated by Dr. Leslie Lee Dr. Danny Suskin, and other doctors and staff of Gwinnett Neonatology PC has now been completed and handed over to us. We are grateful to them for this donation and recently opened the building with 5 new orphan boys at the beginning of the school year. We plan to add 5 additional boys during the rest of the school year and to start raising funds for the construction of a home for girls. Our mission remains the same, that is, raising funds to provide opportunities, supportive, nurturing environments, and caring services to disadvantaged and needy children in Sierra Leone. We believe that giving them the right start and helping them discover their strengths in early life will direct them on the path of becoming successful and responsible citizens in the future. As we plan for expansion of the orphanage for girls in the future, we are also expanding our board membership. This year, we are pleased to welcome 4 new board members from the United States. With a new building and new assets, including a solar power system, a borehole water system, and additional assets for running the home, there is a need to raise funds to save towards maintenance, repair, and eventual replacement of House of Caring Sierra Leone's assets in the future. We have estimated our annual cost for operating the home and also the costs associated with depreciation of our assets to estimate the full cost of running the home to aid in our fundraising efforts. We look forward to you as our donors to contribute generously to support the annual running of the House of Caring Sierra Leone home. We have developed a very educative and informative program for you today that will showcase our activities over the last year. I would like to thank the last chairman of House of Caring Sierra Leone, Mr. Adi Thomas, for his services over the years, including visiting the House of Caring Sierra Leone home in Freetown last year in his official capacity as chairman of House of Caring Sierra Leone. I would also like to thank the entire board members in the United States of America, the United Kingdom, and the advisory board members in Sierra Leone for the work they do to support the House of Caring Sierra Leone. Thanks again to our donors for all your support, and I hope you enjoy the program.
Thank you for such a warm and inviting welcome address, Mr. Chairman. I would like to begin with the primary reason we are all here this evening. We are here to raise funds for the House of Caring Sierra Leone, which is an orphanage in Freetown, Sierra Leone, with 5 boys initially, soon to be increased to 10 in a few months. Our target for tonight is $20,000. It may sound like a lot, and I know it is. However, remember, I am not asking for one single donor to turn in $20,000. If you have it, of course you can. But I do believe that if we all give a little, we can reach our target and effect change. The efforts of one person cannot move mountains. It's the strength of us all working and giving together that can effect change. I would like to draw your attention to information that is showing on the side of your screen. We have Zelle, Cash App, as well as PayPal on the organization's website, which is accessible to everyone at any time on any continent. If you take a look, I would want to remind viewers that USA Zelle is treasurer at HOCSL.org. And for our Cash App, which is 445028984, the handle on that is $ Samuel Atera Roberts. For our viewers in Sierra Leone, this would be Sierra Leone Orange Money, 076-385-141. and the handle is Ramatu Samafona. We also have a UK bank account info, which is House of Care in Sierra Leone, with the account number listed. For those of us who may prefer to send checks, we have HOCSL 1717 North Decatur Road, Northeast, Unit 119, Atlanta, Georgia, 30307. And for those of us anywhere and at any time, please go on to our website at www.hocsl.org. We're starting off this afternoon, believe it or not, with contributions already coming in from donors. Right now, what we'll have is totaling $4,270. This is a great start. However, we still have a long way to go. And I am counting on every single one of you here to make this happen. Tonight, we're trying to reach your hearts as well as your heads with a story that is unique to 5 boys in Kisii on the outskirts of Freetown. We're trying to change the world, or at least start in a small corner of Sierra Leone. One story at a time, told by the boys at the House of Caring in their own words. Ladies and gentlemen, I invite you to sit back and listen to these young men recount their stories.
Chairman, board members in USA, United Kingdom, Sierra Leone, Freetown, I say good afternoon to you all. My name is Michael Kaloko. I am 10 years old. I lost my parents when I was 7 years old. My auntie continued to raise me up, but it was not easy for me. I suffered like hell. We are living in a slummy area, which was so bad. My life was miserable. No good food. Sometimes I go without food. People beat me at any time. Since I entered the House of Caring, I found security, joy, peace, happiness, and love. I thank so much to all those who contribute to my welfare, and may God bless you all.
Everybody, my name is Mohamed Bangura. I am 7 years old. I lost my parents when I was 4 years old. I live with my grandmother. It was sad. We beg before we eat. We don't have no better place to be. Since I entered in House of Care, my life has changed. Thank you. May God bless you.
Members in USA, United Kingdom and Freetown, I say good afternoon to you all. My name is Mohamed Bana. I am 9 years old. I lost my mother when I was 5 years old. He died on childbearing. After a couple of years, I lost my father on a road accident. I was with my father's younger sister. I went through a suffering, no good clothing, shelter, even to have that one meal was not easy. I went through pain, no better caring. I go to school twice a week because of hunger. We are living. I thank God so much to find myself in House of Caring. I have found good life. All my pains are over. It is a great opportunity of my privileged status. Thanks to you all. May God bless you all.
I am Abubakar Ponte. I am 7 years old. I am a small boy when I lost my parents. I thank God so much. I am House of Caring. I love you all.
Some contribution titled Children Cry for Help.
When I remember, I keep free for crying. I be there at this world, I be there no more, with broken hearts and wet hearts. As I so safe, forget happiness and cold
House of Gathering is a good place purely for orphan children like us. Thank you and may God richly bless you.
You heard the boys in their own words. Stories of perseverance, of hope, of new beginnings. It takes you, our donors, to make hope possible. You heard the title of their song, Children Crying for Help. For those of you who may not have understood, because the boys were singing in Creole, the song speaks of being in despair and their search for happiness. It talks about people in their lives, failing them. Eventually, they find the house of caring with food, a home, and education being provided. They are thankful. Remember that giving is not just about making a donation. It is about making a difference. And I'm certain that a lot of you here with us will do so today. Help us make a difference in the lives of these boys who will be future leaders of tomorrow. Our ways to donate are on the screen. We can donate by Zelle, Cash App, or PayPal, as well as on the website as well. The next video will give us a glimpse into the lives of the boys and show us what a typical day looks like for these young men. These short video clips will take us from breakfast in the morning with the boys till they return home from school in the afternoon.
Well, you done me and you bet I felt it. I tried to be chill, but you're so hot that I melted. I fell right through the cracks. Now I'm trying to get back. Before the cool done run out, I'll be giving it my bestest, and nothing's gonna stop me but divine intervention. I reckon it's again my turn to win some or learn some, but I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm yours.
Have you taken your transport? Okay, well, hurry up and go down behind you. Hurry up and go. Pass at the main line.
Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find love, 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 and love. Listen to the music of the moment, people dance and sing. We're just one big family, and it's our God-forsaken right to be loved, love, 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 love. So I won't hesitate no more, no more. It cannot wait. I'm sure there's no need to complicate. Our time is short. This is our fate. I'm yours. I've been spending way too long checking my tongue in the mirror and bending over just to try to see a mirror, but my breath is in the glass. So I drew a new face and I laughed. I guess what I'll be saying is there ain't no better reason to rid yourself of vanities and just go with the seasons. It's what we aim to do.
It's your food.
Yes, I said.
Yeah, thank you. I'm okay for now. You know, when I'm exhausted, I have to rest before I eat my food. So you can eat, okay?
Cannot wait. I'm yours. Open up your mind and see like me. Open up your plans and damn, you're free. I look into your heart and you'll find it. The sky is yours. So please don't, please don't, please don't. There's no need here to complicate. 'Cause our time is short. This is my baby. I'm yours.
Wow. With these video clips, we can see firsthand what a difference living in the house of caring has made to these boys. We heard when one of the boys was telling his story, he talked about sometimes only going to school twice a week. Why? Because they could not afford food. And if he was hungry, he could not go to school. Having beds of their own, 3 meals a day, and a place to call home has made an enormous impact on their lives. We are going to move on, and here to give us a testimonial of his journey with HOCSL is Mohammed Conte, a former resident of the House of Caring.
Good day, everyone. My name is Mohammed Conte, one of the ex-boys at House of Caring Salon, formerly known as Musak. I entered House of Caring at the age of 8. Since then, House of Caring has been my parents, taking care of me, all that I could have needed by then: shelter, clothing, feeding, and education. From primary school to senior secondary school, and later on, I graduated from the home. I found myself a job and I decided to continue with my education. But unfortunately for me, as I entered to the 3rd years of my course, I was out of work. So I write them back a letter for them to continue the sponsorship of my education, which they did. Now I will be soon graduating with a bachelor degree in human resource management. I want to extend this sincere gratitude to Dr. Bryn Wellington, who has been my sponsorer since the day I wrote them the letter that I needed their support. And they never relent on me. They give me the support that I needed, and which had made me succeed in achieving my education. Without the help of House of Caring, it would have been impossible for me to reach this level of education. I want to extend my sincere appreciation to everyone at the management level, to everyone, board of directors, staffs of House of Caring, for their great efforts, for their relentless efforts towards my education. I appreciate them all. Thanks very much to everyone who has made it possible for me to reach these dreams. I appreciate you all. Thanks once more.
One of the success stories of the House of Caring over the years. We thank the House of Caring for helping to raise Mohammed, and also thank Dr. Brian Wellington for sponsoring his tertiary education. We now highlight the matron Abi Nganja, giving us a glimpse of her day at the House of Caring as she helps to support the young men.
Oh, this is Michael Kaloko's room number 3. He's the only boy in this room. He's the senior boy in Form 1 at Boys High School. Sometimes he cleans up his own room for himself before going to school. Because I told them that when you wake up in the morning, you just don't go and wash your mouth, you take your bath and eat. You have to do some work. I teach them, I learn them how to work for themselves. Because I said one day they will be independent. This is room 3. cassava leaves. It has those thick candas, good fish. I cook teni, and that's thick salon kanda. See, it's very sweet. I know how to cook. My children enjoys my food. Okay, they will soon come from school. Okay. This is lunch time now. This is their lunch. They are taking their lunch. I cook cassava leaf and rice for them. So you can start your food to eat.
God thank you for this food. Bless this food for us and bless the givers. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you. So you can eat your food, enjoy your food. If the food is sweet, you tell me whether it is sweet. If it is not sweet, you tell me, you say, Mommy, change your hands, okay? This is the smallest one. You can eat now. Don't watch anybody, enjoy your food. Don't watch your companion, just eat. This is my senior from 10 years of age. He is my chief, he is the chief of this house.
All right. Wow, what a mom. This matron puts her heart and soul into her cooking and cooks with love. Just watching her cook and talk about the delicacies she adds to her cassava leaves, particularly the teni fish, makes my mouth water. What a blessing it is for the boys. The boys have somebody who is like a mother to them. She's raising the boys with the care they deserve and showering them with love and attention, providing the support they need, teaching them the importance of responsibility so that they can become, in her own words, independent young men. I would like you guys to know as our donors that Matron Abby is representing each one of us here, board members, as well as donors and new viewers. She's representing us in Freetown as she takes care of the boys on the ground at the House of Caring. With your help, we can ensure that this continues. Please do not forget to give. I just got an update and it's telling us that we're now at $5,020. Simply follow what we have on the screen with all the information that you may need. There's a Cash App handle with a $ at Samuel Atera Roberts. We have Zelle, Orange Money, and of course, anytime, anywhere donations can be made through the website at www.hocsl.org.
Well, the dog is responding.
It sounds like it. The dog is telling the owner to please leave. All right, let me see if I can pull up the information again as it is on here for donations. For our USA PayPal is treasurer@hocsl.org. USA Zelle, treasurer@hocsl.org, USA Cash App, 44502-8984, or handle $ Samuel Ateo Roberts. For our Orange Money is 076-385-141. For Matu Samafona, our UK bank account information is House of Caring, Sierra Leone, account number 416-03958. The sort code is 0104 Bank Nat West. And anywhere donations at any time, HOCSL website, www.hocsl.org. We are now going to have the chairman, Mr. Samuel Ateo Roberts, here to recount the HOCSL story. He's going to introduce a new team and update us on their work.
Morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone, depending on where you're logging in from. My name is Samuel Ateo Roberts. I'm the chairman of the House of Caring Sierra Leone. It is a pleasure for me to present the House of Caring Sierra Leone story, our origin and our future. This is the history of the House of Caring Sierra Leone, thereafter referred to as HOCSL. HOCSL was originally formed in 2003 as a component of Mankind United to Save Africa's Children, MUSAC. In 2010, HOCSL obtained legal status as a separate legal entity from MUSAC and was registered in Georgia as a domestic non-profit organization and with United States Internal Revenue Services as a charitable and tax-exempt 501c3 organization. In 2019, it dropped MUSAC from its name and became the House of Caring Sierra Leone Incorporated. 2010, a UK advisory board for HOCSL was inaugurated in the United Kingdom and registered with the Charity Commission for England and Wales in 2018. HOCSL has been registered in Sierra Leone with the Ministry of Social Welfare, Gender and Children's Affairs as a community-based non-governmental organization for a very long time. There are 20 board members in the United States of America, 7 board members in the UK, and 4 advisory board members in Sierra Leone. These are our board members from the USA. These are the remaining board members from the USA. These are board members from the United Kingdom. And lastly, these are our advisory board members from Sierra Leone. Current staff at the HOCSL orphanage include the following: the manager, Mr. Frank Calon, the matron, Ms. Kumba Christiana Ngauja, the watchman, Mr. Jibril Alfred. 5 boys have been admitted to the orphanage in 2022. 2 girls were supported through June 2022, but sponsorship has now been transitioned to another agency. Our approach to supporting our children at HOCSL involves 4 critical areas. 1. Food and nutrition. We provide each child 3 meals and safe drinking water daily and monitor each child's growth. 2. Shelter and care. We provide each child safe, stable, sanitary and comfortable home environment under loving and caring adults. We provide each child adequate, comfortable clothing and bathing and toiletry supplies. 3. Child protection. We protect each child from any abuse, neglect, maltreatment, or exploitation. We provide access to legal protection. We recognize each child's rights to freedom and expression. We solicit the opinion of each child in decision-making that affects each child's life. 4. Health and wellness. We recognize that each child has a right to the highest standard of health. We make every effort to safeguard the physical health of each child. We provide each child access to quality, curative and preventive health care. And finally, we offer each child opportunities to participate in leisure and recreational activities. As part of a goal to have an orphanage that can be operated sustainably into the future, a new building was donated by Gwinnett Neonatology. The construction of this new sustainable and eco-friendly home was completed and handed over to HOCSL at a total cost of $140,000, including a 6 kilowatt AC solar power system, a DC solar powered refrigerator and freezer, gutters and storage tank for rain harvesting to support non-potable water uses, a borehole and water filtration system, and tank for potable water supply. The furniture for the new building was funded from contributions from board members from the USA and the United Kingdom. Furniture included beds, mattresses, wardrobes, cabinets, dining tables and chairs, microwave oven, computers, TVs, iron, bedspreads, curtains, pots and plates, and coal pots. The new home with solar power, rain harvesting, and borehole has eliminated rental, water supply, and electricity costs. The new home has been designed to fulfill HOCSL's aims in creating an environment that is safe, homely, and less institutionalized for the boys to grow up in. The HOCSL new building in Kisii, donated by Gwinnett Neonatology, was formally handed over to HOCSL by Dr. Leslie Lee and Dr. Danny Suskin on September 16, 2022. There are 5 bedrooms for the boys and 2 for the staff, a living room, a dining room, a kitchen, an office with ancillary shower rooms, toilets and storerooms. There is an outside solar room and a generator room. In closing, the following short and long-term plans are being developed for HOCSL. 1. In the short term, we plan on enrolling 5 additional boys starting in January 2023. As part of our long-term goals, we plan to raise funds to purchase land and construct an orphanage building for girls within 3 years. We expect a proposal from Dr. Leslie Lee to set up an endowment fund for a long-term rainy day funding for the operational costs of the organization. This endowment will be implemented over the next 7 to 10 years with the main objective of generating 30% to 50% of the yearly operational budget for subsequent years. HOCSL members, in partnership with Dr. Leslie Lee, will provide matching funds for the construction of the home for 6 girls. Ladies and gentlemen, Thank you very much for listening.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just seen from the slides shown our new team of members on the board in Atlanta as well as in Sierra Leone and in the UK. Please permit me to inform you that you're dealing with individuals of impeccable integrity. I know some of you may think I'm biased, maybe because I have a family member on the board in the US, but I do believe in this team's commitment. It's a team of highly motivated and hardworking individuals who share a concern for the welfare of children and their plight in Sierra Leone. I know most of them. I'm hoping, I do believe he's on here, one of my professors, Dr. Eustace Palmer, is on this board, and you have my 150,000%, if that is mathematically possible. I do believe in all of them. They have a commitment to the goal of giving a chance and an opportunity to underserved and orphan children by providing a nurturing environment, a stable home, and access to education until they are legally adults. With a team like this, donors can be assured that your donations will be used in the right way and that board members will be accountable to you and be fiscally responsible. We now turn our attention to HOCSL's partnership with other borders. HOCSL works closely with the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs in Sierra Leone to ensure that strict guidelines set by the government are adhered to, sometimes with unannounced visits by teams from the ministry. Let us listen to Mr. Jibal, an official from the Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs.
Okay, so, hello everyone of the House of Caring, family members, children, the board members, concerned citizens that are listening to me. My name is Daniel Batbao, Assistant Director, Ministry of Gender and Children's Affairs. And we are working with House of Caring. As a ministry, House of Caring is a registered non-governmental organization that operates interim care facility, providing care and safe home for vulnerable children, especially orphans. So the ministry has been in touch and working in collaboration with House of Caring for months now, because since House of Caring was transformed from the Muzak House of Caring to now House of Caring that is located in Kisi, the ministry has done monitoring. We have been providing services like food and non-food items, and I want to encourage donors, I want to encourage concerned citizens to support the House of Caring, to support the vulnerable children that are in the House of Caring, while the ministry will continue to monitor that the House of Caring will meet the criteria of the minimum standards and the code of conduct for children living in children's home. The ministry really appreciates the work and the board members of the House of Caring that are supporting those vulnerable children for proper care.
Thank you very much for that video. Our next guest is none other than Dr. Danny Suskin, who will tell us about how he and Dr. Leslie Lee came to be involved with HOCSL and what they and their staff at Gwinnett Unitology have been doing to make this dream of building an orphanage a reality.
Good evening, I'm Danny Suskin. As Gwinnett Neonatology, we have been happy and generous in our support of the House of Care Sierra Leone and its orphanage over the past 15 years or so. This support came about because of a professional and personal relationship established many years ago at Emory University School of Medicine, Department of Pediatrics, when both Leslie and I were fellows and Albert was an attending physician. Initially, our support was in the form of several thousands of dollars a year, which, as I understand it, represented about a third to a half of the original operating costs of the orphanage. This support and with additional support that came from Leslie culminated in the construction of the orphanage we know now, the continuous provision of clean running water and then electricity for the orphanage. We are very proud and gratified to have been able to do this. As we are now all approaching retirement age, in the next few years or so, our ability to continue this degree of support will become increasingly limited. But the needs of the orphanage will continue. We appeal to many of you to emulate our degree of support for the House of Care Sierra Leone and to support the orphanage it cares for in the future. Thank you.
Dr. Susskind has been quite modest about the contributions that he and Dr. Leslie Lee, as well as the staff of Gwinnett Neonatology, have provided to the House of Caring over the years. We hope you know that the help you have provided is deeply appreciated. Before we move on, I want to give an update as to where we are right now in terms of donors turning in money. We're at $6,320. $6,320. Not quite near where we're supposed to be, but we're hopeful that if everything that you've seen that the organization has been doing and providing for these orphans, that we will see that number jump in a few minutes. Okay, we hope we know that the help that you provided, Dr. Leslie Lee and Dr. Danny Susskind, is really deeply appreciated by HOCSL. Next, let us watch the drone video of the building from the outside. We were supposed to have a walkthrough of the inside of the orphanage as well by the manager of HOCSL, Mr. Frank Calon. However, because of technical difficulties, we're unable to do so at this time. We wish to thank Mr. Calon, though, for his hard work with the boys and general supervision and running of the building. Wow, simply outstanding. A fully sustainable building in the heart of Kisii with its own solar power, its own borehole water supply that also helps provide water to neighboring homes. What a feat. All this been made possible by the Gwinnett Neonatology Hospital. An important event since the founding of the HOCSL, and I'm happy to say that I was present at this event, was the final handing over ceremony of the building. It was quite an emotional day for those of us who had been around since the early days of House of Care in Sierra Leone, as well as newer members who are all a part of the team right now. The keys to the big key to the building were handed over to the chairman, followed by a bit of socialization that evening. We also had slideshows being shown to us and a video showing us some of the construction as it was ongoing, as well as challenges that they had with drainage and the rest. We had a good time. It was a moment of relief, I'm sure, for a lot of the members, in particular, Dr. Albert Tubakumeziger and the rest of the members who were present that evening. All right, some of our members, I can see Dr. Archie Dean, Ms. Masira Young, I can see Dr. Tubakumeziger. There's Kathy, there's Tunde, and Claudette, as well as several other members. You know I wear glasses, so you have to bear with me, but thank you. We have now, some of the members I missed. There's Dr. Suskin and his wife. There's Mr. Wise. There's the chairman on the other side. People chit-chatting. I do believe they were watching one of the videos at that point. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to an especially important portion in our program here this afternoon. We have a slide that breaks down our costs for running the home with 10 orphans. Denzel, could you show the slide? Thank you. These costs are operational as well as capital costs, with estimates for each at the bottom of the slide. The educational costs, as you can see, per orphan, total about 1,754, and estimated annual costs per orphan, which includes both operational and capital costs, at $2,584, bringing it to a total of about $26,000 yearly for operational and depreciation costs. I want to ask that we remember that our ultimate goal is to raise $20,000, which will go towards running the home, both operational costs as well as capital costs. Denzel, if you could please move to the next slide, thank you. If you could give us a second slide with the yearly costs there. Thank you. It is important to highlight that with a new building comes new responsibilities, which include the capital costs such as the building maintenance, replacement of household assets, and so on. Solar power is wonderful. Trust me, I know. However, solar panels are not eternal. They need to be replaced over time, and that costs money. As part of his address at the handing over ceremony, the chairman informed us that with the heavy rains in Freetown, at one point there was significant flooding and runoff in the building, and a new and improved drainage had to be added at the cost of $7,000 additional dollars, which were not a part of initial costs. These were unforeseen costs. These are some of the challenges we face and that we intend to overcome. House of Care in Sierra Leone cannot continue to thrive and recruit more boys. Neither would we be able to erect another building and start an orphanage for girls without your continued help and support. Remember, it takes you to make hope possible. To our donors, I ask you to envision a different kind of world for more of these orphan children in Sierra Leone. A world not of despair, but of hope. A world of kindness. A world where they can go to school and not be bullied, and dream and aspire to become someone, a teacher, a lawyer, a musician, president of the nation, a productive citizen. We encourage you to give. I'm not, again, I say this again, asking any single individual to donate $20,000, but every dollar counts. You have seen firsthand through the videos that have been shown this evening what a difference and an impact this can make on the lives of orphan children. Donations, again, can be made at USA PayPal, treasurer@hocsl.org, Zelle, treasurer@hocsl.org, House of Care in Sierra Leone, USA Cash App, 404-502-8984, and that should pop up as dollars, Samuel Atara Robert. USA, if we want to pay by checks, that would be HOCSL 1717 North Decatur Road, Northeast, Unit 119, Atlanta, Georgia. 30307. UK House of Care in Sierra Leone, account number 41603958. The sort code is 60-01-04. Bank NatWest. And in Sierra Leone, that would be Orange Money, 076-385-141, Ramatu Samafona. And for anywhere and at any time, HOCSL's website, you can use a credit or debit card and go to www.hocsl.org. Please simply click on the donate button. I will be giving updates. As of right now, let me see if that number has increased. Yes, we are at 8,370, which is a slight increase from what we had about 5 or 10 minutes ago. We do want to at least see if we can make it to the halfway mark. I do know for sure that people will be donating after tonight, and we will be giving you an update on our website. But please do go to the website and donate. Use the information that's on the slide Right now, we are counting on you. We are counting on viewers. We are counting on our donors. Please keep your donations coming. Our accountants and statisticians are standing by to update us on how much progress we are making towards our goal tonight. I will be announcing this as we move forward with our program. Oh, I just got an update. And we are at $9,370, $9,370. I certainly do hope that this number increases. Let us at least try to reach the halfway point and go beyond if possible. I will now turn the evening over to Dr. Albert Tubakumetsika, who will conduct our recognition program.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present the HOCSL Humanitarian Award for 2022 to George Patrice Wellesley Cole for a continuous generosity and support to help HOCSL achieve its mission, which is to help orphans and vulnerable children in Sierra Leone become independent, responsible, and successful citizens. George Wellesley Cole hails from a well-known Sierra Leone family. She studied law in England and practiced as a barrister in both Sierra Leone and England. She was later appointed a judge in central London, where she was involved in cases dealing with human rights and immigration issues. She retired in 2017 and is currently a peace ambassador and human rights advocate on the International Bar Association. She volunteers in the British Red Cross, helping the homeless and refugees in London. She is past president of the Zonta Club of Freetown. Zonta advocates for equality for women, end to child marriage, and violence against women. George Wellesley Cole.
Dr. Albert Tubakumetsika, you've been most generous in what you said. Good evening, everybody, here for this fundraising event. I am humbled, honoured, and somewhat overwhelmed to be the recipient of such an important humanitarian award from the House of Caring, Sierra Leone. I am most grateful for such recognition made possible by the board, but particularly Mrs. Frances Eastman, who made me a patron some years ago. Having seen the boys in their rental accommodation when I visited Freetown back in 2018, now we have photos of them in their orphanage. It has been my privileged duty to serve them. Winning this award tells me that people are watching and appreciating what I and others are doing. It's a team effort. The best thing for me is to continue with such humanitarian assistance to the House of Caring. I'm recording this from the MSF office, that's the Médecins Sans Frontières London offices, where I currently volunteer every week on reception. I'm sure that this award will be a beacon to encourage more people to come and support this charity, the board and trustees, and raise awareness about the most vulnerable in our society. This is an exciting time for the House of Caring. Seizing problems as opportunities in this post-pandemic era, despite inequities and social injustices, we strive to create the humanitarian world we all want to be proud of, to live in and call our own. We, all of us, are not lucky, we are blessed. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge Wallace-Nicole, for your response. We are indeed appreciative of all your hard work and your efforts. You deserve it. Did I mention before I left that I will be back if you don't give? Well, I'm back. Let's start with an update. We are, according to what I just received, at $9,570. We did get a slight increase, about maybe $300 or so more added. We want for people to know that viewers, old as well as newer donors, this is an appeal to give and give abundantly. We know that you will be blessed back 700 times in return. We hope that you, our donors, understand the context in which we operate. You have seen some of our challenges on the ground. Water damage from water runoff due to excessive rain, and converting these challenges into successes. Now we're doing rain harvesting and providing excess water, which is in dire need in Sierra Leone, to the neighborhood. It takes time, effort, and money to overcome some of these challenges. We need your help. The boys need your help. We are still at 9,000. Let me see what we have right here. We're still at 9,570, but I also want to remind our audience that audio and video will be turned on after the program for Keep Company, for those of us who are not up too late, so that you can meet and greet and chit chat with other viewers. Ladies and gentlemen, please keep the donations coming. Our website stays open 24/7. It is never closed. If you prefer to give based on where you're located, please take a look at your screen. In the USA, you can pay through PayPal, treasurer@HOCSL.org. In the USA, again, through Zelle, treasurer@HOCSL.org. Cash App 404-502-8984, $ Samuel Atera Roberts. If you prefer to pay by check, HOCSL 1717 North Decatur Road, Northeast, Unit 119, Atlanta, Georgia, 30307. For our UK House of Caring, Sierra Leone, account number 41603958. The sort code is 60-0104, Bank NatWest. And in Sierra Leone, it is Orange Money 076-385-141, Ramatu Samafona. And the Anywhere, Anytime website, which is the HOCSL's website, you can use your credit or debit card, would be www.hocsl.org. kindly click on the donate button. All right. I don't think I have any more updates. I believe PayPal may be lagging, so we'll see what that gives later. Maybe by the time we all get to the Keep Campaigns section of this event, we may have a few more updates. But for right now, to end the evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you're viewing us from, let me introduce you to Miss Masire Young, who will be giving the vote of thanks tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Miss Masire Young.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Masire Young, and I'm one of the board members of the House of Care in Sierra Leone, and I reside right here in Atlanta, Georgia. I would like to start by bowing my head in gratitude to Dr. Joy Taylor Roberts for doing such a phenomenal job as our Mistress of Ceremony and for so eloquently conveying the heart of this organization to our guests and donors this afternoon. Let me express my sincere thanks to each of you for your participation in our virtual fundraiser. For some of you, this might be your first time at one of our events, and for others, you have been around the block a time or two. It is our hope that you will stay connected with us as we continue to serve, to educate and care for these young boys in Sierra Leone. The new building donated by Doctors Leslie Lee, Danny Saskin, and other doctors and staff of Gwinnett Neonatology PC will serve as one of the foundations needed to transform the lives of our boys. Our words may not be adequate in conveying how very grateful we are for each of you. Ibrahim Bagura, Abubakar Kante, Mohamed Bangura, Michael Kalaka, Mohamed Vana are amongst a fortunate few that will have a real chance at success in our country, Sierra Leone. What a gift. With all of your continued support, we plan to add 5 additional boys during the rest of the school year and to start raising funds for a home for girls, which I am confident that together we will achieve. I hereby acknowledge our virtual fundraising committee for their hard work in executing the program tonight. Denzel Georgestone, thank you for running the virtual program. You have been by our side and you've helped us time and time again. And we pray that God reward you richly. Now to the staff at House of Care in Sierra Leone in Freetown. We have given these boys in your care, and we know without a doubt that you will continue to serve and love and bring them full circle to be able to achieve that which God has placed on the inside of them. We entrust them in your care, and we thank you for your devotion and for everything that you do for them on a day-to-day basis. Our donors, you have stayed with us over the years with all the challenges the world have experienced. Thank you for your continued support. And we hope to add to our list of donors, even right now during this event and after it's over. Remember, our fundraising efforts are ongoing. And last but certainly not least, I would like to thank our able chairman, Samuel Atera Roberts, for his service to this organization and for his great leadership. You have laid out such a very good plan for House of Caring, and I am certain that these goals and visions will be achieved. Once again, I say thank you to each and every one of you, and may the Lord richly bless you in all of your endeavors. Good day.
Thank you, Masire. That was beautiful. Okay, I need to let our viewers know that fundraising continues, and this program has been recorded and it will be available on a link, as a link on YouTube. So be looking out for that. Fundraising continues. A recording of the video will be available as a link on YouTube. Again, take a look at our screen. I know I've been beating this into your heads for one last time, just for one last time. Our goal was to raise $20,000. I know we'll still get there. I'm hopeful. I'm certain of that. But we can pay by PayPal, Zelle, as you can see on the screen, Cash App at 404-502-8984, $ Samuel Otero Roberts, by check, 1717 North Decatur Road, Northeast, Unit 119, Atlanta, Georgia, 30307, House of Caring, Sierra Leone. Account number, this is for the UK, 41603958, sort code 600104, Bank NatWest. Of course, in Sierra Leone, it's Orange Money, 076-385-141, Ramatu Sama Fona. And anywhere, anytime, HOCSL's website, that will be credit, debit cards at www.hocsl.org. Kindly press the donate button. And I'm going to hand this over to Mr. Denzel Georgestone so he can open up the forum for Keep Company. Thank you, Denzel.